What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good night. It looks like my screen has changed a little bit on here. It's kind of got a mind of its own. There we go. There we go. We got it going now. How's everybody doing? So, Knives has a question for anybody that may know. I'm not real sure right now. Both Summer and the ambience, at least of them. I would say a demon, man. I don't believe in ghosts, so I would say definitely a demon. That would be what I would say. Thank you for showing up tonight and welcome to the show also. Therese Varney. Yep, it's happening tonight, but not as bad. We can handle it tonight. So you're only going to get a check mark for that and maybe timed out. Oh, man, we're going to talk about some things tonight. We got a lot of things going on. We were supposed to have a special guest tonight. He had to cancel till tomorrow night. So we're going to have him on tomorrow night. And it's okay. We're just moving it one day. Everybody asked me to please go ahead and do a show tonight because you all miss me so much. So I said, yeah, we can throw a show together and then we'll do one tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a pretty big show night. Tomorrow we have our special guest on. And after the special guest tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m., I will be boots on the ground. So double whammy tomorrow night, guys. We're going to be doing a boots on the ground and a special guest tomorrow. And guess what? Y'all aren't going to know who the special guest is till 15 minutes prior to the show. I'm not going to release it. So you're going to have to show up if you want to know who it is. All right, guys. I really don't have anything for the intro tonight. So let's go ahead and tell everybody hi. Let's do a roll call real quick. Smurfy, good to see you. Margie Burke, it is good to see you. Mindy Weeks, good to see you. Knives 564, good to see you. And I know we got Sharon Guy. I saw her in here a while ago. She's probably bouncing back and forth with Tim. So welcome, everybody. We should have a pretty good show for everyone tonight. I'm hoping that you enjoy everything that we talk about tonight. It should get pretty interesting tonight. We've got Tyler here co-hosting with us tonight. Randy's supposed to be here, but I do not see Randy, so I'm going to go ahead and pop Tyler in here real quick.
Hi, everyone.
What's up, Tyler?
Not much. Yeah, doing great. Hope everyone's doing well too.
You have some Kentucky Fried Chicken today?
Oh yeah, that stuff was real good. Oh yeah, I made sure to get it extra crispy. So
it looked really good too. I love KFC.
Oh yeah, you never go wrong with KFC. I'll tell you that.
I love it. They're a little pricey sometimes, but I think they're worth it.
Oh yeah, I agree, 100%, Mike.
So are you ready to go down this plethora of events tonight that we're going to be talking about.
I was born ready for it, Mike.
I don't know if I'm ready for it. There's a lot of things going on in the news right now, and I'm not even sure I know what's going on. But so I guess let's go ahead and start out with. Let's see if I can pull this up here. Everybody's probably going to know what it is as soon as I pull it up. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. So, how many people have heard about the traffic accident today that involved some monkeys? Or it may not have been today, within the last several days or a couple of days.
Oh, I heard about that like a few hours ago.
So, what was your first initial thoughts on that when you first heard it?
Honestly, I don't even know. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, how's it going?
You're lucky I saw you. You're lucky. I've got so many videos uploaded that it just happened to say you entered.
Oh,
So you're lucky. I don't know where Randy's at. I think he must have got ate by something. Maybe the A1 Atlas. I'm not sure, but he hasn't made it. So we got Tyler here with us now. I just asked Tyler what he thinks about the monkey incident on the highway. I thought we would talk a little bit about that.
well,
See,
Yeah.
from what I know, is that they got all the monkeys except one. I guess there's like still one on the loose.
that's all it takes, That's all
Oh
it
yeah.
takes.
It's that one monkey
Oh
that
yeah.
runs it all.
Well, Jurassic Park. It was that one dinosaur that got out. That one.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Just one.
And
Well,
I guess the monkeys, they were being, well, from what I know, is that they were being transported from Tulane University to somewhere in Florida. Like I think like a testing facility in Florida.
I was gonna say, were they being tested on? That would make sense if they had.
Yeah. When I first saw that come out, I will admit I had a bit of a belly laugh because I was like, what in the hell are they doing transporting monkeys down a highway that are infected with herpes, hepatitis, and COVID? I mean, that almost sounds like something people I know, but I wouldn't picture them all being in a truck together at the same time. But I was like, what in the hell is going? Why are we? I'm like, why are we transporting these nasty monkeys down our highways? I mean,
New England dirt roadie who gave them the driver's license.
Exactly.
The monkeys, not the transporter.
I mean, Clough, are you okay? I mean, why would they be hauling? First of all, if we're going to haul animals down our highways that are infected with at least one viral disease that can't be cured, another one that has killed millions of people worldwide, and then the other one, I don't even know why they would have that, because they are supposed to have a pill that takes care of that now. So my thing is, why are we hauling these things? And I forgot to add, not only, folks, do these things have these terrible diseases that are very contractable to humans, they're also very aggressive.
Oh, they really are.
What kind of monkeys were they? Were they capuchin monkeys?
Spider monkeys? I don't know.
What kind of monkeys? I missed that. Now I gotta read that. What kind of monkeys were they?
Evidently not the ones you would want to cuddle. They're
Oh, boy.
disease. They are
Cryptids and spider monkeys and barking spiders.
Oh, you definitely got to watch out for those barking spiders, man.
I mean, they are disease-ridden monkeys that are super dangerous and confrontational. I mean,
Monkeys. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wasn't there a movie called like Outbreak or something that had to
Yeah,
do
I think
something,
so, actually.
something with, or Contagion or something? I can't remember.
Oh, this one says there were 3 monkeys still loose.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
it was one.
yeah, I heard one too. I heard that.
As of
Unfortunately,
6 hours ago, three
they
three
they
monkeys.
shot them on site. They were to kill them on site, and you have these troopers and police officers running down into the ditches with assault rifles, and you've got like monkeys running out of the back of this semi, and I guess trying to pry the crates off the other ones to release his buddies. And I'm not sure.
Be free, monkeys. Be free.
I mean, you're talking. They had what Planet of the Apes going on out there? The humans versus the monkeys. I don't know.
I mean, why were they even transporting them anyways? If something were to, yeah, you would think that there would be something more in place, and not be transporting them. I don't know.
Whole situation sounds so fishy.
Yeah.
Like they did it on purpose.
Well, I mean, if a monkey gets loose into the woods carrying those diseases, which we know other animals can carry and be carriers of, and they go out into the woods and they start attacking the deer and, you know, the little squirrels and the raccoons, and does it cause a huge outbreak?
Well, look at what happened with the ticks. I mean, with Lyme's disease and with Alpha Gale, those were again both created in a government facility.
It only takes one monkey. I mean,
Just follow the circus train.
you know, there. Then I mean, you can even take it back and you can say, okay, so Bigfoot, the cryptids, which I'm getting to the point where I don't even know if I want to call these things cryptids anymore, because I'm not sure that they even fit that that definition. And then you go on to like the Nephilim, which I'm more comfortable with. And you know, there was a guy that I was talking about the other night, and he was saying, you know, a long time ago, during the days of Noah, the creatures came from the skies. You know, they came from the sky. So he said the second time they're supposed to come upon the earth. And by coming upon the earth, does that mean that we're going to take DNA samples and stuff from these fallen creatures and we're going to revive them? Because I think that's a prime example of a truck going down the highway with a bunch of monkeys that have a bunch of diseases, that we're out doing some things and we are at least injecting stuff into animals, seeing, you know, their resilience or their
Resistance. The
yeah.
resistance to it.
I mean, all it takes is that one monkey to bite you. You got herpes.
Is that how it's transmitted? Well, I guess through the blood, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I heard that they're not the cleanest animals either. So, I mean, it could be some pretty dirty fighting in there.
For all we know, they could, you know, they might have even just said it was herpes and COVID and whatever. They could be infected with the zombie virus. And the zombie apocalypse begins.
Is this the payback for us eating the monkeys? I mean, you know.
Who's eating monkeys? I'm not eating monkeys.
You didn't know people eat monkeys? Oh, yeah, they eat monkey brains all the time.
I'm not eating any monkeys or monkey brains.
Yeah, they got special tables made for that.
People in the South are pretty special then. Not up here in the North.
Well, they got a table. It's got a hole in the middle of it, and underneath that hole, it's got a little cage to hold them. So they set them down in the little cage, and they shut the table around their neck, and they can spin their head around, and everybody gets their own mallet at the table, and until it's dead and opened up, and they all eat it right out of the skull. So yeah.
What the heck?
While the rest of them that's hanging around in cages are screaming and shaking the cages because they know they're eventually on the menu. So yeah.
Is this a buffet that you guys go to, or what?
No, I think you have to. I think you pay by the monkey.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so everybody's heard the story, right? So here's the first one I want everybody to listen to, just so everybody can kind of hear what's going on for those that may not know. So here's
scene
this.
on Interstate 59 tonight. The alarming scene on Interstate 59 in Mississippi. A truck carrying research monkeys, possibly infected from hepatitis to COVID, crashing on the highway. Here's Mola Lengi.
Tonight, the urgent search for dangerous research monkeys that escaped from the wreckage of a crash on a Mississippi highway.
We got 21 monkeys that was on this, got 5 of them on the run.
Video showing several monkeys crawling in the grass. Heavily armed officers responding to the scene. Authorities say a truck carrying nearly 24 rhesus monkeys from Tulane University overturned on Interstate 59 in Jasper County.
Here's one of the monkeys right here. There's one sitting right there.
At least 6 monkeys escaping. Officials warning they might be aggressive towards people and were potentially infected with hepatitis C, herpes, and COVID.
They may have to neutralize something out here in a minute.
And late today, police confirming all but one of the escaped monkeys had been euthanized for public safety reasons, adding they're still actively searching for that one monkey still on the loose.
Well, David, the monkeys that did not escape from the truck are said to be okay and accounted for, David. All right, Mola Lengi tonight.
I'm sorry. Then they say, we got him on the run.
The monkey was just sitting there like, what's up, y'all?
I know, they're like, these things are so evil. And the monkey's like sitting there like, what? And we may have to euthanize them right here on the spot. I mean,
Deadly monkeys. He's just picking fleas off himself.
pow. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, that poor monkey.
You know, I don't even know what to say, really. I mean, because
it looks like something that you would see in a movie that is just completely made up. It looks so.
It reminds me of like one of the Naked Gun movies. You know? You're joking, right? Monkeys with diseases are now loose. I mean, that right there is definitely where the animal control is not paid enough. Because I heard them things, they eat your fingers off your face and other things when they attack you. So it's not like a small attack. I mean, it's like they do some damage. No, Michelle, wrong turn, Clyde.
Could you imagine somebody walking out their back door has no idea what's going on in the news? And there's a monkey sitting on their back porch. Oh, hi, little monkey.
Blisters all over his lips, slobbering down to his feet.
Can I pet that dog?
It's not friendly, why Fluffy?
I mean, don't pet them, folks, if you see them, right?
As that one guy always says, there's going to be that old white woman out there who wants to pet it and bring it home.
And what's funny is just the other night, there was a YouTuber that brought an animal on his show he rescued. Wonder if he'll rescue one of these.
Yeah.
Looks like he already has a few of them. But you know, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't even know. I didn't even know how to talk about this because yeah, Knives, that's right. Just easy
Hey,
with the F
Cliffy.
word, please, in the chat, please. It'll hurt our algorithm. You know, Clough, is that a load that would a normal trucker be pulling down the road? Because I wouldn't pull it. I mean, you could wreck, and what if it knocked you out and broke your window, right?
You know, that's a good
You're
question. I mean, as a
you're
truck
the
driver, would he be aware of having infectious monkeys in the back of his truckload?
I think that they're supposed to know what they're hauling. Whenever I worked with DOT and we would stop the trucks, we would sometimes break their seals to check their loads, and they had to know what was on there with their paperwork.
Huh?
So, surprise, surprise. I mean, because these things will throw poo at you, and they hepatitis, I'm pretty sure, is transmittable like that. I mean, so how do you fight them? Do you have to go in like a full yellow suit, with flamethrowers, or I don't know. You know what irritated me the most is I used to work security at a place, and there are things that come down our rails that people have no idea. And one of the things that comes down is pure chlorine, and that is what we used as mustard gas in Vietnam. But now we have trucks carrying diseased monkeys down our highway. So now, on a serious note, you got to ask yourself, what else are we transporting down these highways in these trucks? Because used to, you heard people say, well, I was sitting at a red light the other day and I could have swore I heard something growling and scratching on that semi, inside it. You probably did. It was probably a lion with rabies.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know.
Exactly.
And that would be hell, man. A lion get out with rabies, in a large city, especially a city where maybe a fair or a carnival was going on, or a bunch of food trucks. I mean, you're talking massive contamination real fast. I guess with the ones that aren't eaten. That's going to be terrible. But then knowing me, you guys know how I am. I had to investigate this further because I was like, there has to be something going on about this, because I couldn't picture PETA not being involved with, number one, animals being infected deliberately. Number two, you got cops hunting them in the meridian of a highway like they're on some kind of an African safari. And they're telling everybody to, kill them on sight. And you got cars driving by, and you got officers out there shooting high-powered rifles. And I'm sure they're under duress a little bit. So, I mean, nobody wants to get anything they have. So I'm probably got a lot of magazine dumps going on out there. So I was like, so is PETA not, So then they issue another statement, and I thought this one was pretty interesting.
Okay.
And police in Mississippi are searching for 3 research monkeys that escaped from a truck crash. Tulane University is denying reports that the monkeys could be carrying hepatitis, herpes, and COVID, saying they are not infectious. But officials warn they could be aggressive.
Oops.
So now, and I was reading a lot of the news things, they're not infectious.
Yeah.
So are they infectious or not infectious? You have a little bit of a back feed, I think.
I think it's Tyler.
Is it
I think
Tyler?
it might be, yeah. I want to go grab something real quick. Yeah,
Talking about monkeys make you hungry?
think so.
Want some,
Hungry monkeys.
want some more KFC?
So
Oh, I
Club,
definitely do.
Club said PETA dumped dead pit bull bodies in a Walmart dumpster. That's horrible. Yeah, I guess PETA's not all that great either, huh?
Yeah, Infinite 7, I think, is onto something too. Is everyone better get prepared because it's almost like they are trying to start something. I really believe that there's an agenda. And moving on from the monkeys, that's really all I have on them. Talking about what Infinite 7 was saying, let's go ahead and jump right into this. And I think everybody, I don't have the option for my split screen anymore on here, and I don't know why. They've done some changes on StreamYard.
Yeah, you have to set it back up in your settings again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have that no more?
Not if it's not in your quick set.
I don't have it. There it is. I got it. We're good. We're good. We're good. See? So let's go ahead and jump into this. Let me move everybody over here real quick so we don't get in trouble. If I can. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I need to move everybody here. That should be better. There we go. So what about this? And I'm going to let you and Tyler start off. What's your thoughts?
Well, if they were all white, I would... What is that?
That's what I'm asking too, actually.
That is 3-Eye Atlas. Hey, Dana. Good to see you. Hey, Kat.
Those aren't natural colors, though.
Good observation.
See, personally, I think it might be something extraterrestrial because just like Justice said, those colors are not natural. So, well, that color. It's not.
I'm going to go way down the rabbit hole tonight without trying to get us in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So here's another photograph of it.
So what was the first photograph from?
They're both from NASA. And I chose NASA because I know we can trust them 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
So, okay. I want to see how far I can push this video a little bit. The other night on Wide Open Adventures, I was finally told why our chat was turned off. It's because we spoke of the Ivor thing.
Oh.
I got an email about that, so chat was turned off. I didn't get in trouble for it. They just turned off chat. It can no longer be chatted on. I had to agree to it and turn it back on. It's funny, I can't talk about a medication, but other people can talk about all kinds of nasty shit and not even get in trouble.
It was for the horses, though. I don't understand. Yeah, Clough did mention that, though, in our one of the things that we were doing, too. He said to be careful, because they were actually doing a news briefing, and they removed it. They removed the news briefing because they brought it up. And they were reading somebody else's stuff. Yeah, so.
Right. Is an SR camera make screen of light? It's out of focus. Mine did. It looked like. Yeah. What? Now a lot of people are confusing this with Starlink, and this is not Starlink. So today, as everybody knows, it was supposed to move from behind the sun to where we were going to be able to see it again. And they were supposed to give a big update on what this is and everything. So this is what I believe, guys. And this is just my opinion. My opinion. I'm not pushing this on anyone. I don't believe there's any aliens out there. What I believe is out there is the same things that came down to Earth that took women. And I believe that there is some things going on in the heavens right now that there's a war between the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to throw this out there for y'all to think about, and Jesse and Tyler, for a just a debate. What if I was to say, I don't even believe that there's a 3-eye atlas out there?
You wouldn't be debating me. I think, yeah, like Michelle said, it's a distraction. I think that I personally think that any of the alien, quote, aliens, they are the fallen angels. They are the warped
See,
whatever.
see, I was thinking it was like maybe a distraction too. Actually,
Uh-huh.
that too. So
I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I want to push the conversation just a little deeper. What if I was to say that it was a distraction in order to use Project Bluebeam?
Well, that's how Project Bluebeam is supposed to start, though.
Mm-hmm.
According to the original idea, was that, yeah, the whole thing with the discord here on Earth, and then the aliens were going to come down. Aliens were going to come down. We were going to be dealing with which is what they're pushing right now too. I've heard a couple other. I don't know if it was on the news or what, but they've stated that that these extraterrestrial life or forms are going to come and try to invade us. Independence Day style, and then Project Bluebeam, the Antichrist, or what they would call the Savior, is going to come and do away with them. So,
Right.
but in order to do that, in order to be saved from these aliens, we have to get the mark.
And you have to get on a train and bring all your most valuable possessions. Because we're going to take you to a safe place in the mountains.
Mm-hmm. Is that what that 10-mile 10-mile civilization that they're building all over the place? Is that what that is too?
I think, yeah. I think that trying to be careful with my wording, but the government shut down right before the Atlas was supposed to be visible again. People now, millions of people do not have food right now because of the government shutdown. What's a better way to ensue chaos as to we have something coming from space, we don't know what it is. People have no food. People are afraid. And when you're hungry, you don't think as well as you do as when you're full. I mean, it almost feels like a complete setup.
I feel like that too.
And I know we got to be careful going down that rabbit hole, because I know that we have to be cautious, because Bohica, and I think Bohica, I think we're already looking at some of that. And I think it's disguised under, I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah.
Is that already being tested out? I mean, look at some of the things that have already occurred where they've
Well, I don't think
those boundaries.
I don't think a group out there is actually what that group is saying they are. I think they're a different group, disguised. And what better people to practice on than people that don't have rights?
History repeating itself, huh?
Yep. And Look how dumb the kids are nowadays. I mean, they don't know. I mean, most of them haven't had a job. Most of them have no idea how it works. They're sheep. And the government is taking advantage of that. Our smartest generation, unfortunately, we're losing them. And I think they're taking advantage of that. And I don't think it's just the humans that's taking advantage of that. I think it is the demons in the high places that are taking, because I mean, if you look back to our older generations, they were a lot more Christian than what we have now. They had a lot more faith. The older generation were stronger people. They were
Absolutely.
They weren't predictively programmed by these video games that they sit and play for hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever they sit and they play these video games for hours and hours and hours and hours, you got predictive programming. So they have programmed the youth to where the government's the good guy. We'll take care of you. We'll feed you. You don't need to go outside. Just stay inside. Play your game. It's fine. Don't come outside and see, what we're doing. And it's working. I can tell you that. And, a lot of people, they reward bad behavior in the younger generation because they don't want to hurt their feelings. And it's not doing us any good there. And it's just going to hurt them in the long run. But I feel like whenever you raise a child to believe that they do no wrong and that the government is the good guy, your opinion, I mean, what's happening?
I mean, a lot of that too is the generation that's raising them. I mean, when you have parents who are willing to put their child under hormone changes at before they've even hit adolescence, and they're just, I mean, they themselves are brainwashed to what? To believe that, because they don't want to hurt whose feelings? Hurt whose feelings? Their kids?
Right.
They're the parent for a reason.
You're not supposed to be their friend. You're supposed to be their parent, right?
Right.
So I got another question for y'all. And what happens when we start allowing these kids that haven't had jobs, that don't know what life's about, that don't know what the world's about, but we start allowing them to make decisions over people that do? What starts happening at that point? Because that's happening right now. It's happening in our world right now. Mm-hmm. Kids that have no idea about life are being allowed to make those decisions because people feel sorry for them.
They get too comfortable, and then they think that what they're doing is right. They say, oh, I don't got to do anything,
Right.
And then when something does happen in the real world and they don't get their way, they throw a temper tantrum and they stomp their feet and say things aren't fair. Why is everybody attacking me? And lay false accusations on everybody else, right?
Exactly. Very quick to point the finger.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they're quick to point the finger, and they're also quick to go behind your back and to stab you in the back by going and running and telling somebody, "Oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. Poor me, poor me, poor me." Mm-hmm. That is
surrounded in a world of narcissists.
Right, it is a world of narcissists. It's a world of conniving backstabbers. It is a world of, if it's not affecting me, then I don't care because I'm not going to help you.
Oh, what does God say about that?
In the end times, that there will be boasters of themselves, lovers of themselves.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And we're in that time right now because, for an example, when I was growing up and I was in school, I had good friends and I could rely on my friends. They weren't the kind of friends that said, if it's not affecting me, I don't care. If I had trouble, they were there, man. They were ready to fight, to do whatever it took to help each other out. And I've seen my friends buy each other lunch. I've seen my friends give each other rides. I've seen them give them, car parts that they couldn't afford. They had an extra one. Here you go. Nowadays, you've got families charging family to help them.
Yeah, that's...
And but it has to happen because God said that's going to happen. That's the sign of the end. It's sad. It bothers me.
Well, it doesn't have to happen. I mean, obviously it's going to happen, but it doesn't have to happen. It's up to each and every individual person to make that choice.
Free will. And man, humans have destroyed free will for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and this is just me, let me know in chat if you agree or disagree with me. The biggest problem with today's youth is entitlement. They believe that they are entitled to where when we was growing up, we had to earn it.
Yeah. I mean, I know I don't want to say bad about my daughter, but even when I was talking about looking at selling the house and choosing a different living lifestyle, she's like, well, what are you going to do with all the money from the house? Well, I was going to use it. Well, what do I get? What do you mean, what do you get? I'm the one that's been paying the mortgage. I'm the one that's been taking care of the house and the repairs and the yard. And I'm like, you can't even take the trash can out to the end of the driveway. Come on.
Right.
Well, what am I going to get? A job? I mean, yeah, entitlement. What? It's...
Yep, that's what I was teasing earlier. I said you may come to Oklahoma and not want to go back. And what's Danny going to do then?
She'll have to find another basement to live in for a while.
I know one. I know where a well's at.
Yeah, she doesn't like the outdoors. No, that wouldn't work.
Oh no.
No.
But back to this comment. I got a little clip for y'all. We'll break it down because I noticed there was some things said in this clip. I thought it was pretty interesting, pretty eye-opening. Maybe we'll see what y'all think.
Talking about big news for stargazers: a comet making its way through our solar system, apparently growing a tail. So what does that mean, huh? My next guest says there's a 40% chance that it is alien technology. Harvard professor Avi Loeb is with me now. Sir, good morning to you. Listen, when you say alien technology, people want to know, what are you talking about? So to you, Professor, what are you talking about?
It's a blind date of interstellar proportions. We don't know what we are talking about because script writers from Hollywood are not as imaginative as the universe, and we just need to observe. That's my advice on any blind date. Observe the other side before you have an opinion. In this case, the object is anomalous because it comes in the plane of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees, and the chance of that happening at random is 1 in 500. Moreover, it's very large. It's comparable to the size of Manhattan Island, at least a million times more massive than the first interstellar object that we discovered about 8 years ago. And so the question is, why haven't we seen a million small objects before we see such a giant one? And it also behaved in unusual ways. There was a glow during July and August, a glow extending towards the sun, and only in September it started developing a tail away from the sun, the way comets do. And it has also arrived from the direction of the WOW signal from 1977, a radio signal that we couldn't figure out that was definitely extragalactic. So it has a lot of anomalies, about 8 of them that I listed, each of them with a small probability. And my point is that although it may well be a comet and of natural origin, it could also be something like a Trojan horse, a black swan event where we say it's very unlikely for a spaceship to arrive at our backyard, but nevertheless.
Belinda, I'm confused. Is Fox News on?
She's what?
She says, I'm confused. Is Fox News on?
So, what they're talking about, just to, oh, we got a bad, you hear that?
Yeah. Tyler.
Is it Tyler?
In the background?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that is? So I live like right next to a freeway. It's probably the cars.
No, it's actually echoing
Oh,
when
really?
we talk. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing anything. Oh, it's weird that's weird that it's echoing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I could hear myself talking to myself. So what they're talking about is the tail, okay? So what they're trying to say is when the tail of this comet is facing the sun, that is usually an indication it's slowing down. It's able to slow itself down.
So why would it be able to slow itself down unless it did have some type of intelligence?
That's what they're trying to figure out. And this also has changed course.
Now, is this the same one that was seen back last year, too? That was slowly coming up, the planet destroyer, the planet eater?
Yes.
This is the same one?
I think it's the one that's been coming. I paused him real quick to see. Yeah, it's Tyler.
Yeah.
We still got
I know
a little bit of a backfeed.
That's so odd.
There was the story of the planet eater that I remember seeing something, and they ended up taking the guy's TikTok or YouTube down when he was talking about it because it was actually gaining speed and gaining mass, but it was like sucking up these stars or planets on the way towards us, and it was actually changing I can't say it. Changing direction. That's all, folks.
I seen a GIF like that the other day. So another thing, I think y'all might find this really, really interesting. Really interesting. The day that the comet is supposed to be closest to Earth is December 19th.
Why is that interesting?
It's close to Christmas. It's on a Friday. And it's also on the new moon.
I just need to know if I could stop paying my mortgage yet.
And I'm boots on the ground that night.
Oh.
So, closest to Earth, interstellar object. It's on a new moon. Close to Christmas, and I'm boots on the ground.
Scared Silly says you should pause Tyler again.
Huh?
Scared Silly says you should pause Tyler again.
Oh yeah, it's probably the cars in the background.
I can hear. No, it's our voice when we talk. I can hear me talking. It's like a feedback. Are you using a headset?
No, I'm not. I'm on Wi-Fi too.
Do you have a headset?
Oh no, I don't.
You don't have any.
I can try to put in headphones and see if that works.
Try that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that will work. That's what I have to do on mine when Jesse's talking too much.
Can you mute yourself while you put your headset on or headphones on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, well, we will be boots on the ground, or I will be that night. So that should be interesting. But here's
what you're saying is what you're saying is if something happens, we're going to be able to see it live from your perspective, right?
Well, I think we would, yeah, because I mean we got a no moon, so I would think that if something was to happen, that it should light up the sky pretty good. And another thing too is a lot of people right now, and this will go for anybody that's boots on the ground right now, anybody that's going out and investigating. a lot of people around the world, not just in the United States, are reporting more activity as far as, and I know you're studying on this, spook lights. The spook lights around the world are not only happening more right now, but they have more intensity. They are brighter. They're lasting longer. People are seeing more UFOs, and people are seeing what they're calling angelic looking figures coming to and from Earth from the woods. Some people say they look like angels. Some people say they look like ghosts. You are able to see through them, but they still have that ghostly look. And that reminds me of something that I think is really kind of fascinating. Is last night I was watching TV. My insomnia had kicked in, and Knives wants to know, what's a spook light. Jesse, you can head that one up.
Spook lights are known throughout all different civilizations and countries as different things. If you ever heard of the will o' the wisps, ghost lights, spook lights, different cultures have different theories behind them. Some actually celebrate spook lights as an annual thing, depending on where you go. But typically, they are known to be almost mischievous. They can lead you off to your demise. If you've heard of the Wolf Creek incident, there was stories about people that were led off cliffs and and died. But they're typically, if you've heard of like the Brown Mountain Lights, those are considered spook lights. The Dover lights, I did a story on those. The Joplin lights. So they're typically around here, they're known as spook lights. Otherwise, in other countries or cultures, they're known as, they have different names for them. But they're not to be trusted. They can be in all different colors, all different shapes, or all different sizes, usually orbs of some sort hovering over the ground, and tend to have intelligence to them and will lead you astray.
Very good. Very good. I approve. Also...
Oh, sorry, Mike. What was it? I was going to say, I got headphones in now. Is that better?
Absolutely.
Much better, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty smart.
Sometimes.
Well, but I always ask a woman to make sure I'm right because they know everything. I always make sure to ask a woman. Moving on. So people are seeing these beings. Everything seems to be ramping up. Of course, we cannot prove this, but a lot of people also say that the veil is thinning. That's speculation, but I would agree with that theory. I would. So, okay. What interested me the most about this is it kind of went with something that I watched last night whenever my insomnia had kicked in. So you have a lot of people talking about these angelic beings or ghosts or whatever they are, shadow people. So people are seeing these. Now, last night I was watching, and I don't know if a lot of y'all watched a show called, The Mountain Monsters, where they, the guys Trapper and what's the other guy's name? Huckleberry and all them. Y'all ever watched those before?
Oh, I love that. I love that show. There's, I think there's Huckleberry, Wild Bill, Buck, and I forget the other one.
Yeah. Do you know why they stopped doing that show?
I have no idea, actually.
Okay, so here we go. This is down that rabbit hole. I used to watch them too. I thought it was a great show. I used to love to watch those guys, the camaraderie. They were outwoods back guys like me, country boy. But they stopped doing the show because of an incident. Okay. And a lot of people thought that show was kind of like a PRT show just for entertainment. But they actually went out on location to these sites where they would film. And one of the places they went, the name of it was called Section 7. Okay. While they were out there, they were in pursuit of whatever they was in pursuit of at this location. And while they were out there, Huckleberry, he was always kind of lighthearted. He was always joking. You know, he was kind of like the strong man of the team. When everybody was scared, he was the calmest, you know, the most rational, kind of like me. And everybody kind of, you know, looked up to him, you know. But anyways, they a lot of people had noticed in that segment. I'm just joking, people. I'm not serious. Unlike some people would be serious. But a lot of people noticed in that segment, Huckleberry wasn't himself. They were out, and man, I don't know why it has to be this, but it's a cornfield, right? And they're out at this cornfield. And while they're out there, hey, corn can be sneaky, right? I've had people say, I don't remember eating corn. But anyways, they're out in this cornfield. And Huckleberry is out there, and they start making a joke about, let's make some calls. Kind of like we do, Boots Underground. They wanted to make some calls. And Huckleberry usually was fine with that, but that night he wasn't. He told them they shouldn't be doing that. And he told them that whatever they called down there, they wasn't ready to deal with. And he said it on the show, and he normally wasn't like that. He was not, you know, not quick to jump on anybody or anything, but he was very, like, wasn't jokingly that night. Whenever everybody got back to camp and they got ready to go to sleep and everything, Huckleberry didn't sleep that night. Huckleberry went out and walked the edge of the tree line in the cornfield. Couldn't sleep. And he, of course, he had his gun with him. And they went out to check on him. And they do have video footage of this, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. Whenever they got out there to check on him, they found him sitting there staring up a hill with a blank face. And he was different. Something had happened. So they got back to camp. They brought Huckleberry back to camp. And whenever they got back to camp, Huckleberry had his very own, if I can find it, right here. He had his very own, right here, GoPro, just like mine right here.
Okay.
He had just a small GoPro, but the thing is, it was his personal GoPro. He always carried two things with him. He carried a personal GoPro, and he carried a leather binded notebook that he kept everything in. So they went out and they got him back to camp and everything. And while they're sitting in there, Huckleberry, they pretty much, you know, ask him, hey, what's wrong? Huckleberry says, I got it on film. And they said the scene turned from Wild Bill is always joking. Huckleberry's best friend was Trapper, right? Right, Tyler? They were best friends, right?
Yeah.
And they said that Huckleberry just wasn't Huckleberry. And Huckleberry said, something stepped out of the darkness It was a moonlit night. It was a half a moon, which kind of goes with making me right about my theory, just saying. But it steps out into the night, and he described it as a human looking figure with a shimmer to it. It kind of like a shimmer, and it had red eyes. And he said whenever it stepped out, it stood there and it stared at him, and it tilted its head and walked off. He got this on his personal GoPro. So he's telling everybody about it. And I asked him, they said, so was it spying on you? And he said, no, I don't think it was spying. It just stepped out. And they said, what do you think it was doing? He said it was deciding. And they said, what was it deciding? And he said what it was going to do. And he left it at that. Well, the next morning comes, and they're all sitting around camp getting ready to do their filming, you know, how they make their traps during the daytime, and, you know, they do all that. And these people show up in suits. They go into the camp and they start pulling the hard drives off the computers from the editors. They start pulling all the SD cards out of everything, and then they go over to Huckleberry and they say, we need your SD card. And he says, no. So after a while, they ended up getting his SD card also. Well, they put all this stuff in special padded little boxes that they locked. They took everything. There was a editor that worked for him. While he was editing, he said that he saw something that was walking in the frames of the editing that looked at him like it knew that it was being recorded. And he sent a simple, what do you call it? He sent a simple message to his boss. It says something like, I quit, boss. I mean, he quit. Ryan Trimley says, you got to remember, Mike, those guys also claim to hunt a raven mocker, which is impossible if you're not a medicine man with the gift of sight. Right, right. And he said, you know, they took all the stuff. So after that happened, all of a sudden, new NDAs come down. Everybody has to sign them. Non-disclosure affidavit agreements. You got to sign them. And they said these were like very strict. You can't talk about the area, the place, what they saw. It was such an important to them to hide this. That episode was never released and was buried, and they were told never to talk about it. So later on, Huckleberry went on a show. And whenever he went on this show, they were asking him questions, and he was kind of deflective, standoffish. They asked him what he saw. He wouldn't really say what he's seen. He did say it happened. It was either area or like Section 7. He said, whatever was in those woods, we wasn't supposed to find. So he was kind of hinting around about the production team was looking for a good show, but they really wasn't looking to find anything. But he said nothing was ever faked. They were always in these locations, always looking, and there was always the possibility of running into something. So whenever they go out, he said, when that happened, he said, we were never meant, you know, to see that, right? And they wanted to bury that episode. Well, he gave all this information on this show, and the next thing you know, that show, everything about that show was deleted off of everything. And he was told again not to talk about it, or there would be immediate legal action. Well, whenever they was talking to Huckleberry and Trapper, here's the thing that will give you all some goosebumps. They said, and Knives, I got it off of YouTube interviews and just searching. They said that whatever was on that mountain that night, we weren't supposed to find. And it was to the point that whatever we found was supposed to remain hidden so much that the Men in Black made sure that it was not aired. It was hidden. Now, Trapper said, and Huckleberry both said, whatever was on that mountain didn't stay on that mountain. It came home with us, all of us. Okay? So, what's the guy's name, Tyler, the big heavyset guy? You remember his
Buck.
name?
Yeah, it's,
Buck?
Buck.
Buck?
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay, so Buck all of a sudden goes into this really like depressive. He wouldn't talk to nobody. He wouldn't return phone calls. He just kind of got real just depressed, standoffish. And, you know, Wild Bill, he's always joking. They said you could tell on some of the shows after that he was like having to force the laugh and he wasn't himself. They were all struggling with it. You know, they were having a hard time with it. Huckleberry said that it came home with all of them, but they had signed these non-disclosure agreements and they were afraid to talk about it. But Huckleberry and Trapper were more outspoken about it. They were, you know, just not having it, right? So, yeah, that's right, Romans. So they said it came home with them. Well, Trapper evidently was having the harder trouble with it, whatever it was that came back with them. Again, they never go completely into detail except for it was a glimmer looking thing that they had seen in the woods. It was shiny. I've seen that damn thing down there, that shiny thing, remember?
That's what I was thinking of when you said that,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and they're saying it came home with them. Well, Trapper was having the hardest time with it. He said he was going to confront it and get rid of it. Trapper passed away.
Sounds like a demonic attachment.
Whatever they found came home with them. And that's what they all said. And evidently, they were trying to find a way to get rid of whatever came home with them. And everything was hidden. Even that whole episode, they said, was buried and was never released. Some of the editors had like snuck out some pieces of it, you know, just letting it leak out. And they said it was deleted almost immediately. And the editors, they had their lives threatened. If they released it, to them and their families may not live happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever it was, and man, this is what gave me the goosebumps, Tyler, Jesse. Trapper said, if you're looking for these things, you shouldn't be doing that, number one. You should leave it alone. But number two, if you're looking for these things, he said, stay away from the cornfields. Whatever it was, stepped out of the cornfield.
Mm-hmm.
And it was shimmer looking, whatever. But he said it never left it. You know, it that night when they left, it didn't stay there. It came home with them.
Wow.
Right. And
Now, okay, so I'm not familiar with that show in particular. Were they typically cryptid hunters? Or were
Yeah.
they?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because that's pretty much what happens to all of. I don't think there is a single, like the paranormal side. I don't think there's a single television series that's out there of real paranormal investigators, like Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures, and I think there was one that was out of Pennsylvania with college students and stuff. Every single one of those, the longer that they're out there doing it, they end up having demonic attachments. It's the same thing.
Right. And, like what Dana said, remember the movie Signs and what Children of the Corn, and there's another movie. It was just on the other night. I can't remember the name of it. You may know it. It was
Field of Dreams.
No, that one too. That one too. Because it is ghosts. It is ghosts that's in the field in that movie. And there was another one on the other night. It was an old house, and it was a cornfield, and a man and a woman and their kid. And then you got what's that other one? Boogeyman or whatever.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. That's a cornfield, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So.
And a cave. I think there's a cave too.
So what is going on? My question would be, why cornfields?
Well, they're creepy to begin with.
And what do we have on Halloween? We got cornfields, except for idiots that look for the great pumpkin in Walmart parking lots. They think it grows on concrete. But I mean, we always, think about cornfields, and yeah, I heard the poor guy won't even eat a pumpkin anymore. But you got cornfields and scarecrows, and scarecrows we know live in the cornfields. And guess what? Where I'm doing my investigations on some of the areas that I go to, I'm within 30, 40 feet of a huge cornfield. Wow, Ryan, you had to say that, didn't you? Time him out. No, but yeah, I mean, what is it with the cornfields? If you listen to what that one guy said the other night, cornfields hold energy. Corn holds energy, right? So, is there an energy plane there? When we go out and we cryptid hunt, I don't believe the cryptids draw the energy from our equipment, but I do believe that demons do. Or they use, oh my God, I mean, you could go so far down that rabbit hole. You could say, okay, so are they staying by the cornfields because of the energy? And if that energy is at the cornfields, can they materialize there easier and stronger and be more of a menace with that much energy there?
Well, look at all of the aren't typically all of those crop circles, aren't those all put in cornfields too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Iron will, that's crazy. And it's I mean, I could probably ask Abe. I know he's all into corn. He talks about it all the time. We could probably maybe get him as a guest on here. He talks about cob on the corn all the time.
Yeah.
He could probably tell us.
Probably.
But I mean, he probably lives in a cornfield the way he looks. But it's just I don't know. It really made me, because if you look, okay, movies tell a little bit of truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we believe they do. I guess I should say it that way. We believe they do.
Yeah.
So, do we need to do before Halloween a live and talk about all the scary movies and what we think that they are actually trying to tell us?
Sure. Let's get you scared right before you go out into the cornfield.
Yeah. There was a song about that, wasn't there? Something makes corn, and corn makes something. I don't know. But
Yeah. I can't remember.
Scared silly. But when I'm by that cornfield that night, I was happy to be there because I was like, hey, we got prime time one night to go into a cornfield. I couldn't walk in there by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. That was. Oh yeah, Ryan says the creature of the Black Lagoon. was kind of inspired by a cryptid.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't know if you've seen that video, Mike, but I don't know if you know Dee's Dark Adventures, but I was watching her live one day. This was at least a couple months ago, and she was in a cornfield, next to a cornfield, and something from around the corner peeked around the stalks, and it was black, and it really scared her bad.
there was, can't think of their names. There was two younger boys on a show, and they do cryptid investigations. They went into a cornfield, and they were taking it pretty light, and they went down one of these dead end, where they cut it all out inside of there like a maze.
Mm-hmm.
They set their tent at the end, and they were supposed to be in there, trying to find this creature.
That would be fun. Camp in a cornfield?
No. And then something scratched on their tent. And they ran outside of the tent yelling like, oh my God, that was a hand. Well, they had a camera outside on their tent. And when they reviewed the footage, some little white-faced girl with long black hair and a really white hand reached out of the corn and scratched on their tent real fast and then ducked back.
See, now that right there scares me. That what is that movie? The Ring? That girl that comes out of that well? Ooh, that's nightmare fuel.
Right.
That's what I just pictured just now when you said that.
Mike, would you do a boots underground in a cornfield? Dana, I would probably have to have somebody with me.
Dana will go with you.
Yeah, Dana, come on down. Whenever Jessie comes down, I could drop her off at the cornfield.
I'll go camp in a cornfield.
Well, I would say that you may try to camp in a cornfield, but I bet you wouldn't make it till morning. Not down there. Ain't no way.
Maybe.
No, maybe.
Maybe.
Nope. Because that cornfield is in the same location where the lights are in the sky.
Okay, maybe not.
And it's the same, and it's also the same location where the screamer lives.
No, okay, maybe not. Different cornfield.
You're welcome to try.
I'll find a different cornfield.
You gotta try that one. That's the only one around. But I mean,
it's all the cornfield. You just got one. All of Oklahoma.
It's got to be
only be one.
It's got to be that. I mean, okay, so there was a lady. I knew her. Okay, knew her personally. I was going to save this for a Patreon, guys. So you're going to get it live tonight.
Ooh.
There was a lady I knew. Not going to say no names because there's some idiots out there that would like to try to cause trouble and weigh 500 pounds and just drive around looking to cause me trouble. But she told me stories of some of the things that she was dealing with at her home. The typical knocking and scratching on the house, the whistles, the howls. Okay, and she lived out in the middle of nowhere. Like, I live in the country. She lived, let's just say this lady was very tough because I wouldn't have lived where she lived by myself. So she was having all this stuff go on, and evidently it had went on for a while, and it started getting worse and worse. And I guess over time and over years, it seems like everybody that deals with these things, they have an uptick, right? It always gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And she would tell stories and stories and stories and stories. And one time she was standing washing dishes. And while she was washing dishes, a butcher knife flies and sticks in the cabinet beside her head. And she turns around. There's nobody in the house, but she hears the floor creaking in the bedroom like something's running. She grabs her pistol and goes to look, and there's nothing in the house. So she started telling a few people that she had some weird things happening at her house and knocking. She'd find like the door on her vehicle would be opened, or the outbuilding would be opened, or she was hearing her name being called at night. She would go out on the back porch, and her woods went off into the woods of the lake. Okay, this is like a really secluded place, and she was hearing her name, and it was saying like, "What are you doing? Can you see me? I can see you. Come on out here." Just stuff like that. And she started telling people about that. And guess what? People thought she was crazy. The old lady had to be losing her mind living out there by herself. She was hearing things.
Yeah.
They found her deceased, laying in her kitchen with the phone in her hand. She had been calling 911.
She have a heart attack?
Yeah.
That's sad.
So what happened? What happened to her? What did she see? What finally done that, right?
And why? Where did it start from?
Right. Well, it's always been there, because where she is at, I mean, if there was nothing at her house, there wasn't nothing in the woods. I mean, she lived like almost right in the middle of it. And I can't say a lot without some assholes.
Right.
But there's another place. As we was growing up, it was a big abandoned building. And I'm talking like this building is like huge. It used to be an old airplane manufacturing plant. And my dad used to work there when he was a younger man, like in his, I think, 20s. And they closed it a long time ago. The devil worshippers around here took it over. On Halloween night, they would light 13 candles in the windows. And they would go inside of this place and they would sacrifice animals. And they had a room painted black, and they had their little star in the floor. Just a really evil place. And then we had another place, which I told you about, where the guy, just recently lost his life. He was shot, and they're not releasing any information on that for some reason, which is really weird. I had a friend that got shot in the head down there. He survived. They don't even know who shot him. He was just down there and got shot in the head by 22. Drove himself to the neighbors. I mean, there is some really evil stuff that goes on down here in these woods. I believe at least twice that I've experienced feral people. It's not something that you run into a lot. I'm 29 years old, and I've seen feral people twice. So you don't run into it a whole lot, but sometimes when I'm down there, I get the feeling it's feral people. You know what I mean? Because you have that cryptid feeling, and sometimes you have like that feeling of, man, it feels weird. It doesn't feel normal, but it just don't feel like a monster. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Yeah, it just. Have you ever had that feeling sometimes? Like, what I'm dealing with is not a monster.
I think some people often give those weird feelings off. I mean, in all actuality, seriously. I mean, there's been times where, I could walk into, even when I was going to school, and dealing with all of the people in college and stuff too. You walk down the halls and you could just get that weird vibe from just a stranger that you've never even met, and you find out, weeks later, whatever, that there was something definitely not right with them.
So let's give everybody a sneak peek, Tyler and Jesse. I'm okay with that. It might make more people want to become a member, but we'll see what happens. So let's talk about my last Boots on the Ground, my members only. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think was out there? What did you get to see the beginning?
I think did I? It's not that I don't watch them. I watch them so much that they all blend together. Seriously.
Timer out. Tyler.
They do. I mean, come on. Sharon, Lisa Ann, any of them could probably agree with me.
You can be banned.
I mean, seriously, I watched so many. Okay, I have to rethink. Did I don't know. I've been watching so many of them. It was spooky. I know that. I remember the two that were standing in the field that you could clearly see, and they both ducked. I remember that one. That stuck in my head. That was creepy.
Clough said you're lying.
Shut up, Clough. You're fired, dude. Fired.
So Tyler, since you're a supporter of mine, did you at the beginning the red eyes? Do you remember the red eyes?
I do remember that.
Oh yeah.
Did you all notice? And this is what I noticed, that it went from tall to short. And Scared Silly, I think she's left. Man, she gave me a what for, let me tell you, after the show. She was like, don't you ever stand there while those things are right there. She said it scared her so bad.
Yeah.
It really bothered her.
Wow.
And she's like, Mike, you running like 20 feet from it is not putting distance between you and whatever it is. So for you, that's not members, guys, the other night got so bad that hey Patrick, good to see you. I actually had to leave early. That doesn't happen a whole lot. Normally I don't leave early. Yeah, Knives, that was there for sure. But I did call it, and I apologized. But okay, Tyler, my man, we're going to put you on the spot a little bit. Tell them about the thing that yelled at me in 3 different voices. You know how bad that scared me? And that really did scare me.
That was pretty scary. So, honestly, I really don't even know what that was.
Were they? You mean the voices or the animal sounds? Like, because it was like you said it was a herring, and then a goose, and then it was like a duck, and then I don't know what it was.
It was like a scream at first, like one of those bar owls, and when it done that, remember it was that loud, that like what yelled at Kaylee that night, almost exact same sound, and it was like that, whoa, real loud, and then it done that whoa, 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 like a laugh. Then it went into like the blue herring, like the whack whack. I hate those things. And then it went into the what it go into? A cricket. And then it started trying to sound like bugs, and I was like, because at first I was going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and I was going to say, okay, that's an owl. That's an owl. But hell no, when it started switching up like that, I was like, Why? Why do you have to do that right now? Why? You know? I mean, because I hadn't even got my show going yet, and I'm on my toes. You know, I like it when I can at least get a little bit of time in before I soil my diaper. But this thing, it didn't even wait on me. It's like I'm walking. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna show it because that bridge. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That bridge is scary as hell. So I'm walking down there and I'm looking in the ditches because we got these big ass trees. And I'm like, you know, something could be hiding behind there. You know, I mean, they like to peek around trees. So I'm walking and I'm looking at the trees, and I'm not using my big flashlight because I don't like to use it a lot, because when I do, my hands are full. If something did happen, hey, every second counts trying to get to your side, right? So I try to just use the pole light and try to keep my right hand free, you know. So I'm usually walking like this. I've got the pole in this hand with the light on it, and I try to keep this hand free. And I'm walking, and I get almost, no, I made it to the bridge, didn't I? Yeah, we was at the bridge. Yeah, that's what I was asking you. Because we got to the bridge, guys, and I'm standing on the bridge, right? Listen to this, chat. Got to the bridge, and I'm feeling pretty brave about myself right now. I'm like, all right, guys, we made it to the bridge. You know, let's take a look over the side, right? I'm not a big fan of looking over the side. Okay, I'm just gonna straight be honest with you guys. I don't like looking over the side of stuff, and I don't like looking down the well. Okay, but I do it for you guys. I take one for the team. So I walk up there on the bridge, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna look over the bridge. And what's running through my mind is the last time I was there, something reaching up, beating on the bridge. I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to look over the bridge. It's going to be looking at me. So I'll let you all look first. And if the comments say, oh, no, then I know to run. And I don't have to look at it. I can look when I get home. So I get up there and I look down in the water, and it looks like something is laying under the water, right? And I'm like, that. I was there earlier that day because I'd done the boots on the ground, or not the boots on the ground, the wide open adventures, and I knew there was nothing under the water right there. So whenever I looked up there, I was like, there's nothing should be there unless somebody's, you know, come down here and threw something off of there within the last couple hours. So I tried to show it to everybody, shine the bright flashlight down there, it reflected off the water. And of course you got Jesse in chat saying, we can't see the reflection. So I'm like, okay, so what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to shut down the bright light, which I did not want to do. Going to have to turn off the pole light, which is my other white light, which I didn't want to do, but I wanted everybody to know I wasn't crazy. So I turn on my red light on my head, and I look down, and I'm like filming it, and I'm assuming that you all could see it at that point. So
could see something, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I saw, something. And it was under the water. And I was like, that wasn't there. And it was running through my mind what we've talked about in the past about these things possibly being in the water, you know? And I was wondering, did I walk up on it while it's fishing? The water's coming up. It was during that time the front was coming in. It's a great time to fish because the water's coming up. And usually when the water comes up, the fish in the lake, they come into the shallows to feed, right? So was something down there hunting? Did I just, you know, walk up on something? Well, I decided at that point, I was like, so it didn't come out of the water. It didn't attack me. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to take everybody off into the woods, right? So I turn around and I start walking away from the bridge, and I get probably 30 yards from the bridge, something like that. And I start hearing something walking in the woods beside me, right? So I turn to my right, start shining my light out in the woods, trying to, you know, look around those big old trees and all those thorn trees and spirits flying around. Anyways, I'm looking around and I don't see anything. And I guess I shined my light in its eyes or pissed it off or something.
Yeah, they don't like the light shining in their eyes.
Well, I done something wrong because when I done that, that's when it done it. It was like, walk, 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 walk. And then it just starts, and I'm like, ooh. Okay, that was an owl. That was an owl, guys. That was an owl. And then it's like, ah, ah. Oh, then it was a duck. Then it was a duck. And then I was like,
It has multiple personality disorder.
yeah, I was like, okay, so that's probably not something normal that's doing that. And we're what, 15 minutes into the show, and I'm like, oh God, I'm blowing it, right? Like, we're gonna have to call it, 20 minutes into the show. Mike calls it. So I'm like, well, we'll go down, and I know, guys, don't listen to my reasoning. It may not make no sense, but I'm like, it's bad on the road, so it's got to be better in the woods, right? So I'm like, let's walk down the road and walk off into the woods. It's got to be better. So I walk into the woods, and I get probably 50, 60 yards into the woods. And there's a little curve up ahead of me. Thank you, Patrick. Those are copyrighted, by the way. I get up to the curve, and whenever I get up to, oh, by the way, I did make some hoot owl calls on there, and everybody said I done damn good. So I'm proud of that. I wasn't even really trying. So, but anyways, we got down there, and there's and them are copyrighted too. And there's a curve, and when I got up to that curve, I looked around the curve, and man, oh man, my stomach turned. I ain't gonna lie. It rolled like big, because I was looking probably 60 yards at two things standing down there. They weren't little. They were big. And if it would have been one, with my size and strength, I wouldn't have been too scared. But these two, they matched my size, both of them. So I knew it'd be a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
So whenever I looked at them, I was like, maybe they'll move on. Yeah, Dana remembers. So guys, if you're not members, you're missing it. So I looked down there, and this is on film. Jesse and Tyler will attest to it. So whenever I look down there, I see these two white things. I thought they would move, because normally when you see a cryptid or something down, it does move away most generally.
Usually.
Well, these done the opposite. They started walking at me. I was like, you know what? I'm trying to make this live at least an hour. And I've got something at the bridge making noises. I got two things down here staring at me. Instead of walking away, they're walking at me.
Is that when you were like, I don't think we're going to be able to stay down here very long?
Yep, that's when I said, guys, I don't think this is going to last very long, because when I started walking off, guess what it did? It started following me. And I was like, really? You got to follow me? So let me plug this in real quick. There we go. So I was like, really? You got to follow me? Well, when it was following me, I could hear it walking. I noticed to my left, red eyes. So now I've got two things behind me, something to my left, and I'm starting to hear that thing at the bridge, which is on my right. So I'm now circled by whatever these are, right? It was a pucker moment. So I start moving across, like they're paralleling me. So I try to parallel where they can't parallel me. I'm trying to throw them off. So I start moving the opposite direction. Okay. That didn't work, because whenever I started going the other way and I pulled my bright light out and I lit it up, guys, it looked like Christmas. All I saw was eyes. And I'm not talking like one or two sets. The whole woods was eyes. And they were from 7 foot to 4 foot. That bothered me. And I was like, okay, so there's a lot of you out here. Okay. So the part that really got bad, I ain't gonna lie, this really scared me, is when that one, Jesse, and I hope you all remember this, Jesse can attest to this, that one started crawling at me. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Crawled all the way up to that bush by me, and you could see his eyes crawling at me, looking at me. Yeah, that's right, Romans. There was a bunch of them. And what I don't understand, yep, that's right, Dana. That's what I thought too. And whenever they started crawling at me, I was like, this ain't good, because normally they run from you. And I'm not going to lie, I don't like something little after me or crawling. I'd rather it was big. And I'm thinking in my mind, why do you got to be crawling? Really? So I take like probably, that's right, Mindy. There was a lot of eyes. So I was like, I'm going to have to go to the road, because if I don't, they're probably going to eat me. I mean, they're not trying to hide from me. They're coming toward me. And this is the first night I've ever had them come toward me. So, y'all remember what happened after that?
No. Is that's when you got the stick. The stick got thrown at you.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I about got busted in the head by a pretty good sized stick.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, there was a tree in front of me that absorbed. It was almost a log. That thing was huge. It was like, boom. I was like, oh my God, they're trying to kill me now.
Yeah, and you were going to stay out there.
Well, my brain wanted to, but my body was saying no. My body was like, no, you got to get to that car. And I ended up going back to the road. And I started walking down the road again, thinking that, whatever was at the bridge isn't going to be at the bridge again. We're going to be good, right? So, no, it's still down there. And this time I can hear it breathing. I mean, it's not like Josh on his boots on the ground with his phone out the window driving 40. I mean, this thing was out there, and I knew it was there. And at that point, I started walking back to my vehicle. I could hear it actually following me. And there's some other things that happened in there, if you're not a member. But yeah, the member live was not good. And tomorrow, guys, we have a special guest on. And after that, guess what? I go boots on the ground tomorrow night.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Which you haven't gone live boots on the ground for regular subscribers in a while.
No, the members got the last action.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've had a lot of rain around here. It's got pretty cold. Tomorrow, since we've had a lot of rain today, I'm going to be careful I don't fall off in some flooded water. You get hypothermia now. Now it's not just about drowning down there. It's about getting hypothermia and hallucinating and trying to tear the bark off of a tree thinking that somebody's sitting in a warm truck. So, I mean, you're going to have to be careful whenever you're down there roaming around, especially right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, Bohica, I didn't. I died before I could get out of there. Yeah, I obviously survived.
Remember those zombie monkeys we were talking about? Well,
I'm wondering if it wasn't a pack of monkeys. Is what I've been wondering. Some monkeys with herpes and COVID, and so don't only have to watch out for the copper-headed water moccasins. I got to watch out for the infected monkeys now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The killer infected monkeys.
I wonder what happens when they start drinking out of our water treatment places.
Oh boy.
Grandma, how'd you get those blisters on your lips? There's something in the water.
It wouldn't be drinking out of it. It would be like they start defecating around it. Right?
Or in it.
Yeah, or in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot
Makes
of
me
things that
want
can go wrong.
makes me want to go right in there to the faucet and get a drink.
Yeah. Well, hey, be careful with the bottled water you get too, because sometimes they just, companies just fill it up with tap water.
Well, I'm a big proponent, and I am not sponsored by these, but I love Fiji water. Okay,
Bougie.
No, it's Fiji around here. We
Yeah,
don't know how
bougie.
y'all say it up there in the north, but we know the air is a little thin up there. But down here,
filtered tap water. Filtered.
well, that's what's wrong with you. You're probably getting a whole lot of chlorine. But anyways, back to the topic of my Fiji water.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed here lately that it has little floaters in it. Have you noticed that?
Like plastic? Like what they talk about plastic stuff?
No, it's like clear little floaters in it. And it's only in the Fiji, or you call it the Fuji.
No, bougie. I'm not calling the water bougie. I'm calling you bougie.
But it's got little clear, you can see through it, like slime looking stuff in it. I've noticed that in about 3 or 4 bottles. That's why I didn't buy it.
I was gonna say maybe you shouldn't have been buying it.
And then if you read the label, it says guaranteed, never touched by human hands, naturally filtered in the lava rock. I mean, they got a whole big old thing on it. It's supposed to be the best water you can get. I mean, it absolutely has no. I mean, they just bottle it, straight off the monkey. And
obviously, whatever's floating in it.
Yeah. I don't know what this is, but I'll drink it anyway.
Must be good for me, right?
If it's natural, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it was. There was clear stuff floating in it, and so I went and Bohica. So I went and I Googled it because Google knows everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Google said that it was totally natural for Fiji water to have clear, slimy stuff in it. That it's actually good for you.
Yeah, of course.
That it is the minerals from the lava rock. And it's supposed to be good for you. Okay. So could I bring myself to drink it? No, because, I kind of like water I don't have to chew. When I'm thirsty, I really don't want to have to take a drink and waller something around and swallow it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should research that some more and see if that's normal. Because I mean, Google says it's normal. But because that's boiled water when in doubt. That's bad. If you got to go buy bottled water, bring it home and then boil it, then filter it. We got to get all the slime out of it.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt that there is going to come a time when that's what we will all have to actually do.
Red alert, red alert. We got a monkey 39. You know what's bad is if you went into their bottling plant over there, it'd probably be a whole bunch of monkeys running it. They're taking drinks out of it and sticking their fingers in the bottles, picking their noses.
Oh, probably.
Oh, that's where the slime came from. It's not. But it's okay. The monkeys are vaccinated, so it's safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's TKB when you need him? He would love this conversation. He's already got the comments turned off our last live. But I mean, well, it does say not touched by human hands. It don't say nothing about monkey paws.
See, that's selective truth. That's where it comes in,
Never touched by human hands. I don't know. I mean, how many people in chat would drink water that had slimy see-through stuff floating in it
No.
that almost look like those shrimp you can see through.
No.
Not me.
No.
Would you drink it, Mom? That bottled water I bought, that Fiji, it's got that clear, remember, like mucus-looking stuff floating in it. Would you drink it? She said, yeah, she likes it. So you would drink it? With that stuff floating in it? But if it did, like the one I had. No. No, she says she don't drink the ones that's got stuff floating in it. So I guess she picks through the bottles to get the clear ones. But I just...
But it's all coming from the same source. It's either way, it's coming from the same source. So just because you got a bottle with nothing floating in it that time doesn't mean that it didn't come from that
maybe the monkey that bottled that one didn't have COVID, so he wasn't picking his nose.
Didn't sneeze in it that time.
But you don't know what else is in it. I mean, just because he didn't pick his nose, I mean, I'm probably not going to drink it. What about you, Tyler?
Oh, no, not me.
But, so tomorrow night, let's talk about that just a little bit before we'll be boots on the ground. The special guest, I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm not going to announce who it is until 15 minutes before the show. We're going to put the thumbnail out. So I'm going to be counting on Tyler, Jesse, my moderators at 15 minutes till to be able to push that thumbnail out to everybody. So big show tomorrow night. But I don't want to put it out early because I know that if I do, that the other channel will attack that individual and try to stop it. So we're going to just do it within 15 minutes. That way we can put it out and then go live and do our show. And then we will do the boots on the ground after the show. Now, the boots on the ground is not going to be where I was at last time. And I'm not going to say where I'm going for security reasons.
What time is the show tomorrow?
8 o'clock. The boots on the ground is at 10:30.
Okay.
Central time.
Okay. Because I have something going on right before that.
Well, you make plans around me. That's just the way it works. I will tell you when you can go on, how long you can go on, and who you can have on your show.
Oh my goodness! No.
Who does that sound like? And if you say no, I'll start rumors about you, and I'll destroy you. Anthony will attest to it.
And then looking at himself in the mirror right now doing the
then I have to do this when I say something funny. That was a good one. They said it was. But I mean, yeah, we're gonna go 10:30 tomorrow night.
Okay.
8 o'clock for the special guest. The thumbnail will come out about 15 minutes before the show. So, Michelle, if you're going to be the first one there, you better be watching. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a pretty jam-packed show. I'm not going to lie. This is close right now to Halloween with fall coming in. The woods does look different. The boots on the ground the other night on the members was pretty wild. So I'm hoping tomorrow night's not as wild.
What's the moon phase? What are we at?
Dark.
Oh, dark 30?
Oh, dark 30. A man went into the woods with lights strapped all over him. Looking for the monkey. Let me see. That should be my thumbnail, right? Looking for the monkey.
Michelle said she's already in the waiting room.
Oh, no, you can't now. It's not out no more. I deleted it. I had to delete it because we had to cancel. So, the 29th, right?
Mm-hmm. Today's the 29th.
So, tomorrow, the moon phase is going to be the first quarter.
Roman says it's waxing.
On or off? And then My buddy sends me a calendar every year. He's my best friend. Steve sends me a calendar every year. Let me check this, show y'all. It's all the moon phases. It shows the moon phase of each month. That's the October.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool. He already sent me one for this new year. But he tries to keep me organized best as we can, because everybody knows that sometimes I get it wrong every now and then. Sometimes. But the Halloween, no, that's a good question. No, Sarah and Kaylee will not be on the Halloween special this year. I tried. I'm sorry. But no, they won't be on. It's just going to be me. All of me. But no, they won't be doing the special. Too much drama. I like drama. I like to go out there and give them something to talk about.
The cryptids?
Mm-hmm. We're like, hello. I'm no scared of you. I'm no scared. Not scared. Not afraid of that monkey. Unalive him on sight. and all he's doing is sitting on the side of the highway, like eating somebody's like half a honey bun they chunked out on their way to work.
Oh my gosh.
You got another one over there drinking like a half a bottle of beer or something somebody chunked out because they thought a cop was following him. He's like over there. And then the police, over the scanner, they make it sound like they're really chasing a suspect. They're going to be like, 21 to base. We got a monkey down here in the center meridian. He appears to be intoxicated, open container, and he is smoking something as I'm looking at him. He is not trying to hide it, and he appears to be violent. He's show me your hands. Show me your hands, pow, 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 pow. Monkey down, monkey down.
I was just picturing that all in my head like a movie scene.
Yeah, Andy's got red eyes. That's right. The monkey appears to have red eyes. Does that mean anything? 10-4. That means he's got the herpes. Stay at least 50 feet back. They can sling poo pretty far. Them cops are having a field day talking about that.
Yeah.
We're going to need a medic down here. Bill's gun jammed, and there was 3 on his back, and he was running into the woods. I could see sparks. One of them was trying to put a cigarette out on his head. Only on this channel, right? Only here.
Okay.
I don't know. He was monkey walking, I guess.
Is that like the moonwalk?
Yeah.
Monkey walk?
That's why they put their grills on the front of your cars, boys. Use them. Sir, it looks like Planet of the Apes down here. I'm just glad that monkey car didn't crash into like a Busch Light trailer, Bunch of monkeys out there drinking beer. Infected monkeys. One of them just unalived himself. He said, he wasn't going back.
Roman, and they were naked.
It's worse than Con Air down here, folks. Oh yeah, we better wrap this one up. So Tyler, well, we'll let Jesse. We'll let ladies go first. Jesse, you got any last words you'd like to say before we end this monkey circus up in here?
Thanks everybody for being here. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Yeah. Stay away from the monkeys. Have a great night and God bless.
Yes, I don't really have much to say really, other than hope everybody has a good night. Glad to be on here again.
It's good having you, Tyler.
Oh yeah, always.
Good to have you, Tyler. We'll have you on. You have to bring you back on next time. You'll have to not talk so much. You'll get used to it. You'll start talking more. It takes a while. It took me a while too.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to keep up on the monkey incident, I think there's a show out there called Monkey Winch. Maybe she'll give updates. She's pretty funny. I like her too. Mary, is that her name? I think.
Mm-hmm. Mary.
Yeah, she's cool. We need to have her on here sometime too.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Patrick. The monkeys will get you. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. It was nice to be able to be lighthearted for once toward the end of a show. It's been a good day for me, a good night for me. God is good. Hunter, I love you. I miss you so very much. Someday, these foggy smoke mirrors will be removed and you'll see the truth. Whenever someday you're able to watch this, I know he can't watch it now, but someday he will. And I want him to know that I was always thinking about him. That's why I always say that. We couldn't have this show without you guys. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for laughing with us. Thank you for being here on the sit downs, the boots on the ground. You're not going to want to miss our special guest tomorrow night. He is truly a bigger name in the community, and he has a lot of great encounters. I look forward to interviewing him. Jessie may join us tomorrow night. I don't know if she's going to be free or not. Tyler, if you want to come on, you're more than welcome. Should be a really good show. But until tomorrow, guys, just remember, life is short. Hug your kids. Love your family. Put God first in everything, and the rest will fall into place. I have to remind myself at times that God only picks his strongest warriors for the hardest battles. And he's just shaping us the way that he needs us to be for whenever the day comes that he lays his right hand upon our enemies and he prepares us a table in front of them. And our God is not only not capable of lying, he cannot lie. He cannot lie. And our Father will deliver on his word. Until next time, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock and 10:30. God bless. Good night.
Night.
Good night, everyone.